Welcome to In the Grove. I'm Diane Malinowski, and this month our guest is Mayor Craig Johnson. Welcome, Mayor.
Hi, Dan. Good to be here.
It's good to see you again. And I know that you're here today to tell us about the tree lighting, but we just had a historic event in Elk Grove on October 7th, where the President of the United States came to Elk Grove Village, and the newspapers said that the President said, Mayor Johnson, you've done a hell of a job, and the other paper said, Mayor Johnson, you've done a hell of a job here. What did you say to him?
Well, it was very nice. When I know people talk, well, you either like them, don't like them. I said, I'm not worried. I realize that we've got the most powerful man in the world coming to Elk Grove. Every TV station, I was so excited because every TV station, whether you watch CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whatever, all I kept seeing was Elk Grove Village, Illinois, Elk Grove Village. And then the president's talking about being here in the tech park, being here in the business park. It made me so proud. And it was very nice. He's a very nice gentleman, very personable, very personal. And I've been to the White House before, so it's not my first time being in that environment. But he was very personable, friendly, outgoing. First time I met him, talked to him twice. First time I met him, I went up to him. Right away he goes, Mayor Johnson, I'm glad to be in the business park here. You got a great community and all that. He goes, your business park, it's big. I said, yeah, Mr. President, it's the biggest out there, biggest in North America. So he obviously was aware of Elk Grove. And it was nice. We talked a little bit about businesses, how we work together with, government and business can work together. Here in Elk Grove, we do this together as a team, and we did that. And so then I go to him, I go, Mr. President, today is a very historic day. And he kind of thought I meant, because the President of Elk Grove. I said, no, I said, today we have the two most powerful men in the world getting a picture together right now. And he, of course, laughs. He goes, that's pretty good, Mayor, that's good. So we did that. So then what happened was, he said, well, let's do that, Mayor, let's get our picture together. So we go to get a picture together, and they only had a White House photographer. And he took the picture, took two of them. And I looked for a second. The president's a lot taller than I thought he was. And so I looked at him. I said, the photographer said, hey, take another one. And the White House photographer looked at the president and goes, well, do what the mayor says. And what I did was I went up on my tippy toes. And he started laughing. And he goes, takes my shoulder and pushes me down. And he bends his knees to be my height. And I go, we were laughing. So I'm not sure when the picture comes out, it may show us both laughing. And I said to him, he goes, Mayor, I've been doing this a long time. He goes, I got you covered. And so that was nice. And then he made the speech, very nice for, like I say, the most powerful man in the world. To say we're doing an excellent job is very nice of him. I appreciate it. And then he mentioned Elk Grove several times in speech, which made me very proud and happy. Then after he's done, we're sitting there, and you had the governor, lieutenant governor, 11 congressmen and women sitting there, state reps, state senators. He came down and talked to only one person, came down to me, and thanked me again for the hospitality, thanked me again for the community and all that. And I said, I appreciate that. And then I said, I'm going to make your day, Mr. President. He goes, and that, I said, well, when I leave here, I'm going to get my booster. And that's when people say, I saw him laughing. That's when he goes, thank you, Mayor, appreciate that, way to go, appreciate it. Then he left. He didn't go talk to the governor or anyone else. He just thanked us and he moved on. But he was very complimentary of the community. His people were very nice, polite. And it's a great honor to have the President of the United States come to Elk Grove, first time ever. Presidents passed through before. The first Bush went to Bussy Woods.
I remember that.
He came down to Higgins, all that. And then Bill Clinton cut down to Vaughan to go to Bensenville, Fenton High School. So but this is the first one ever to come, and it was quite an honor. And more than anything else, it got a chance to highlight our village.
Yes.
And that's what I always like to do. It's like advertising. But this one, it was all over the world.
It was.
Yeah,
it was all over the world, and it's going to be in history books, whether it's 100 or 200 years that you're going to be there in Elk Grove Village. And the funniest thing was that I happened to go to Texas that day. So I'm in Texas watching CNN, taking a picture of the president, and above the president it says Elk Grove Village, Illinois.
And that's the thing.
And I did see the part where he came down and he did.
Yeah.
You said something to him, and you were the one that he greeted.
Yeah.
So I was so excited knowing that I get to speak to you, and I had to have you share that with everyone. Like, what was it like?
Because again, it's quite an honor. And I have people all over the place. Today, the world, that's why I like being mayor. we work with our community, we're nonpartisan. It's nice that way. I had people come, why would you want to meet with him? He's a Democrat. Oh, I said, no. He's the president.
Matter. He's the president
And
of the United States.
you respect the office. And I have nothing but utmost respect. And like I said, you don't get the most powerful man in the world to come to your town very often.
No.
And we figured out the president may visit 150 different towns a year. That's it.
I know.
And there's tens and tens of thousands of towns in America. And so they haven't picked Elk Grove as one of them. And if you remember, he landed over here and came right to Elk Grove and turned around, got his plane, and left. He never went anywhere else, didn't go to Chicago. He only came for Elk Grove. And that was a lot of fun.
Yes, that really, you've done so much to put us on the map and put Elk Grove Village out there, but then him coming here was like, talk about icing on a cake.
And pay the compliment he did. You can't ask for more than that. So it
so
makes us proud.
Good, thanks for sharing that with
thank
us.
Thank you.
And another historic thing for Elk Grove is our tree lighting ceremony, so you do have to tell us what we're doing this year.
Well, after, of course, not being able to do it last year because of the COVID and all that, we are back.
Yay.
And we are doing a tree lighting ceremony. And, again, it's something that's become tradition here in Elk Grove. We started that back up about 25 years ago. And it's like people look forward to it. It's funny how many families come year after year and say, Mayor, when I first came, I brought my kids. Now I'm bringing my grandkids here and stuff. So I said, oh, that's great. So, but yeah, it'll be the day after Thanksgiving.
And this year that is November 26th.
26th. And it starts at 4:30 with our concert. And this year we have Paul Revere's Raiders. Biggest songs, Cherokee People, and other ones. And they'll do Christmas songs as always. And then at 5:30, we go up there. We thank the family for the tree, and then we do a countdown, and the lights all go on. And then Santa doesn't come right away, and that's why we do a fireworks display to make sure Santa knows where to come.
Oh.
So we do the tree lighting, we do the fireworks as we do, and then Santa comes. Every kid gets a chance to see Santa that day. Gets a candy cane. He gets to enjoy himself, and it's really a special day. And it gets us all back to being normal again. And a nice thing this year, being outdoors, don't have to have masks, so we can feel free and open and have a great time.
Does the fire department still escort Santa Claus?
Yep, he sure does. He rides down on the fire engine, and his elves come. His elves help us getting everyone through. And it's just, I tell you, Diane, it is so much fun. Just seeing people gathering. We have hot chocolate, we have cookies, and we have Walmart and Jewel helping us with the cookies and candy canes. We have Tasty Candy helping with the hot chocolate and coffee for people. So we really get back to normal again.
Yes, and it's really expanded over these last 25 years. And I remember going at the very beginning, and the crowds keep you warm.
Yes.
You're huddled together, or just maybe the presence of so many people, you're warm. And sometimes we get really lucky with a really pleasant evening.
Yes, we've had all types. We've had rain, we've had snow. We actually had one day it was 68 degrees, which I didn't mind. That was nice. And, it really is neat how we all come together. But I'll tell you a quick story. When we had the first year we did a concert, we had Lee DeWise, the American Idol, who from Mount Prospect.
Yes.
And his dad was our mailman for a lot of us. He was my mailman,
your mailman.
Yeah, so we all knew him. And he was the first one. I'll never forget. So they did the show, and it was cold that night, and then it started snowing. And his drummer was from Los Angeles. Never saw snow before. Oh. So he comes up to me before Santa got there, and he goes, Mayor, I got to give you credit. I said, oh, what's that? He goes, how you got the snow to start right on time? I said, the mayor controls a lot of things here in Elk Grove, and the weather, I guess, is one of them. But he actually thought we had a snow machine going.
Oh, just for ambiance.
Yeah. And I said, no, this is the real McCoy. And that's when he told me, he goes, Mayor, I've never seen snow before. He goes, I've seen it in the mountains, I've seen it on TV. He goes, it's the first time ever. He was so excited.
That's nice.
And, he's and that's what makes it fun is, the families. And like I said, there's one family that comes every year from St. Charles, and they make a big bowl of chili. And that's the family that started bringing their kids, and now they bring their grandkids. And, people say, well, it's St. Charles. I said, isn't it great? People from all over the area want to come. And I said, what's nice is they may go across the street and eat dinner at Coach's Corner or Good Tequila or Buffalo Wild Wings. They may get gas at our gas station. I said, you never know. Or it might be a business owner who says, what a great town. maybe I'll move my company here, or maybe I'll expand to here and stuff. And so any way we can, just like with the present, any way we can to show off Elk Grove, I'm always proud to do so. And and the crowds have been slowly getting bigger and nicer, and I mean it's nice. When we first started with Santa, and maybe about 15 minutes for all the kids to go see and move on. Now, 45 minutes to an hour. And that's because we won't leave. Santa will not leave till everyone that wants to meet Santa, sit on his lap, tell him what they want. We stay the whole time. So it's now up to an hour before. And that just shows me, and the kids all line up in advance. Before even everything going, they're already in line because we have it set up. It just, you can see how excited they are and happy. Like I said, my kids were little when we first started. Now my grandkids are coming. So they're bringing their little ones to see. And, I'm getting old, I guess, but it's just, it's what makes Elk Grove a special place.
Yes, it
is
does.
Events like that. And we can't thank the park district enough, the library, because they all get their lights ready. They all go on. It's really a community event.
Yes, and people that come from out of town and come down Beesterfield can't believe the lights that are on between Thanksgiving and Christmas or New Year's. So
And to the
it's
park
beautiful.
district credit, they do a phenomenal job. It's funny, when we first started, they put a few trees and stuff like that. Now
it's
with
like a
all your
competition.
oh yeah, and it's great to have that. All the figurines they have and light it around the pond that's iced over sometimes. I mean, it makes it special, and it's nice because I saw people. I was actually out Christmas Eve, come back from my kids out on the other side of the pavilion, and we saw people walking Christmas Eve around the park district lights, by the pond there and back by the gazebo, and it really made you feel good.
Yeah,
that
that was popular last year because there wasn't anything indoors.
Exactly.
So they were really happy to just have something to enjoy outside.
And it makes it nice.
Yes.
It really makes it special, and it's come a long way because before we started this, we weren't doing anything for a tree light and anything like that. So we started it back up. It was done back in the 70s when Nancy Vanderweel was a trustee, but then they stopped it. And so one of the things I wanted when I became mayor was to bring back that sense, because in the 70s I was a kid growing up, so I can remember them doing it. So one of the things I want to do is bring that back, and it's kind of, as usual with me, it gets
bigger and bigger, and the acts get bigger.
Yeah, and in 2000 we did, for the millennium, we did fireworks. Well, that was so popular, so now we do it every year. And then our thought was maybe we can get some music and stuff instead of just having the choirs used to sing a little bit. So we thought a little outside the box. Well, we had a little extra money from the concert series. Well, maybe we'll bring it. So we had Leader Wise, a local guy.
Yes, I remember
did that. And now that's gone. Well, we've had the Buckinghams, we had Jerry Lewis and the Playboy. I mean, so now it's growing, and it's not as big as we do in the summer concerts, because with the spacing and the weather could be, but it still acts people remember, and it makes it fun, and it makes it really special. It's what I like, Dan? It's a great way to kick off the holidays.
Yes.
And what a better time of year than the holidays, and that's why we want to do it.
Good. Good. Well, thanks for telling us about it. And just to recap, it's on Friday, November 26th at 4:30, right between Village Hall and the library. And we're having Paul Revere's Raiders,
right,
and Santa Claus and fireworks.
Yep. And they'll have a great time, guaranteed. And we'll bring back a little bit of normalcy that we all look so forward to have. It's outdoors, so we don't have to worry about masking. We're back to normal. That's
That'll be
our goal.
great. That is what we're all looking forward to.
Sure.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for coming today,
Well,
telling
thank
us.
you, Diane. I appreciate it. And it should be exciting times coming up. And best time of year. We got Halloween coming up.
Yep.
As you can see, we're still not quite
We're
there.
decorated for
the
Halloween.
tree lighting, but I did bring my holiday tie. And then, of course, the holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, all the stuff people get together for. And we're excited. It's the best time of year.
Yes, and then we look forward to you announcing in January or February who's coming next summer for our concerts.
Because the bands are all getting booked up quickly, we may be announcing them as soon as November. So we're looking forward to that.
That's exciting.
It should be exciting, no question.
That is good.
Yep.
That gives us something all to look forward to.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
And we'll be right back.
24/7 pickup lockers are now available at the Elk Grove Village Public Library. Library patrons now have the option to select our outdoor lockers as a pickup location. It's perfect for when you can't pick up your holds during our business hours or you just don't have time to come inside. Patrons may place holds by logging into their library account via the library catalog, mobile app, or by calling the library or visiting in person. Held items remain in the lockers waiting for you for 3 days. Once you receive a notification that your items are ready for pickup, simply scan your library card or digital card on our mobile app, or type in your library card number to the locker system. From there, enter your 4-digit PIN, and then press Log In. After you've entered your information, a locker door will open to release your hold. When the doors open, your items will automatically be checked out, so be sure to take all of your items. Press the Print Receipt button on the screen for your checkout receipt if needed. It's just that easy. When you're done with your items, just return them to the library's book drop. To get started using the new outdoor lockers, or if you just need more information, go to egvpl.org or call 847-439-0447. Smoke alarms that are properly installed and maintained play an important role in reducing fire deaths and injuries. If there is a fire in your home, smoke spreads fast and you need smoke alarms to give you time to get out. The Elk Grove Village Fire Department recommends 10-year sealed battery smoke alarms. These alarms are powered by steel lithium batteries and provide 10 years of continuous protection with no need to replace the battery for the life of the alarm. Even in the event of a power outage, 10-year battery-powered alarms remain on. And since the battery pack is sealed, the batteries can't be removed from your smoke alarm or tampered with. At the end of 10 years, the smoke alarm will give an end-of-life warning letting you know to replace the alarm.
Welcome to Elk Grove Village, home of the largest industrial park in the U.S. Elk Grove Village is at the crossroads of technology and industry. Located at the convergence of national fiber optic cables, gas and oil pipelines, and unlimited freshwater supply. Elk Grove Technology Park is where great makers come together to make great things, providing a new home for the leaders of today's industrial revolution. Join our community of thinkers, builders, and leaders at makerswanted.org.
So today we're
first and third? Yeah. Well, good. I mean, I think this page is set, if you agree.
I agree. Yeah, there's probably a couple
Yeah, no,
changes
definitely
that
complete.
for
Okay.
the most part it's different.
Well, great. Then let's move on. Page 5.
Welcome back. Now I have with me Deanna Rafidia, and she is the Cultural Arts and Events Manager for the Elk Grove Park District. Welcome, Deanna.
Thank you.
And I guess you're here today to tell us about some holiday events that will be happening at the Park District in December.
Yes.
So what's going on?
We have a lot of fun things happening at the Park District. We're going to kick off our December fun with some reindeer games, which is a new event at our Park District, which is open for ages 6 to 12. They're doing a lot of different challenges and minute-to-win-it games with their trusty reindeer friends, and having a lot of fun getting some prizes. And we also are going to have a grand prize at the end of the event, so kids can really try and knock down all of those challenges and have a good reindeer time.
Oh, well, that sounds great, and it is new. I've never heard of that before.
Right.
So that's a real active event.
It is.
Oh, that'll-
Trying to get the kids active and moving in December is pretty tricky, especially with the weather. So anything that we can do to try and have some fun, but also stay active and healthy in the winter months is always a key.
And you said Reindeer Games is the 7th.
The 7th.
The
It's
7th.
a Tuesday evening. So after school, they can come and let off some steam and have some fun.
Great. What's next?
We have our Santa story time, which is a tried
Popular.
and true favorite. The families are welcome to come with young and old. We have Santa reading a story time as they enjoy some hot chocolate, some cookies, and enjoy a craft. And of course, they get to take pictures with Santa and let them know what's on their wish list.
Oh, that's so nice. Those souvenir photos are great.
Yes,
And-
they're always fun to have.
And that's the event that Mrs. Claus helps a lot with Santa.
Yes, Mrs. Claus will be there, and a couple
good.
of elves as well.
Oh, that is a great night, and that fills up quickly.
It does.
So-
So pre-registration is mandatory for that event so that we can make sure we have room for all of our guests.
What else do you have?
We have another new event. It's called Doggy Grinchmas. It's on December 18th, so even our four-legged friends are enjoying some holiday cheer. We have obstacle courses, some other challenges for the dogs to do, and then they of course get a little doggy goodie bag at the end of the event and pictures with the Grinch himself.
Oh, will that be cute? I know that the people just love those memorable photographs.
Yes, so all dog
Especially for
lovers
the dogs.
should be on their way over in
To sign
December.
up.
Yep.
Yeah, and you need to sign up for these things, I think, most of them the end of November.
A few of them we have to sign up pretty early just so we can make sure that we're getting all the supplies we need and so that we can prepare for all of our guests to have a great time.
Is there more?
There is so much more. So we also on December 18th have the Snowflake Swim event, which is so much fun because you don't often get to swim in December, but with our lovely indoor pool, we have the opportunity to do so. We have some games, prizes. The kids get to tie-dye their very own snowflake t-shirt, and
that.
they get to swim in December. So it's so much fun for the kids to be able to do that event as well.
Do you? What time of the day is that usually?
That one's usually in the evening.
That'll
So-
be good.
Yep, so
So-
they can do some festivities during the day with families and then come down for a swim and fun in the evening.
And that's the same day you could take out your dog in the morning.
Right.
And then have your kids in the
Absolutely.
afternoon.
So we got the whole
Perfect.
family
Yeah,
covered.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely. And then we wrap up our season, obviously December 31st with our family New Year's Eve.
That is so popular.
It's a great way for families with young children to be able to celebrate the New Year's. The event is from 3 to 6 p.m. in the afternoon/evening. You'll get to enjoy some food, some music, dancing, swimming, crafts, of course a countdown to the new year, and a awesome balloon drop at the end of the night.
I heard that there's ice cream.
There is going to be tons of ice cream. We'll have an ice cream sundae bar too, so that the kids can get all hopped up on sugar before we send them home to go to bed for New Year's.
I've heard parents in the past really like that event. They all get dressed up. They bring the children in for 3 hours, bring them home, sitter comes over,
Right.
and mom and dad go out
Yeah,
for
so it's
theirs.
a nice way for everyone to be able to celebrate together, but then for mom and dad to be able to go out and have a little fun on their own as well, especially if their kids are younger and can't really make the midnight hour.
No, you like to have your own time.
Yes.
Well, that's exciting that the Elk Grove Park District will be doing a lot of events in December to celebrate with Santa Claus and for the holidays.
Right.
But as far as some of the other things that you're going to do, I heard that there's some exciting news in 2022 coming out of your area, which is the cultural arts area. What's the news?
So our theater department is starting to grow. We traditionally have only done a summer camp and one theater production for the year. We are now going to be amping up to 3 productions, which includes our summer theater production. And my biggest and most exciting news is that our spring production, which will be happening in March, is going to be community theater. So we are welcoming not only our youth, but the adults of Elk Grove to join us in Mary Poppins the musical.
Oh, that is big news.
Very big news.
There are so many pockets of actors and actresses, and people just love the theater.
Oh yeah, and it gives people an opportunity to try something new as well. Sometimes adults in high school or even in their youth might not have thought that theater was something they wanted to get involved in, and now this gives them a way to test it out and see if it's something that they'd want to do as a hobby on the side, or even if they want to get into theater more in their adult years. We're also going to be having another winter production. We have not selected what our show is going to be for the winter yet.
And by winter, it's winter 2022.
22.
So there's first the winter one, which is children.
So we'll have, in March, we'll have our community theater, which will be adults and children. Then in November, we have our just strictly youth theater. And those are our two big theater productions.
Okay.
And then in the summer, we still offer our theater camp, which opens up the doors for participants to come and spend the entire day with us, every day of the week, learning all the ins and outs about theater, including some of the background tech information and how to work behind the scenes, along with singing, dancing, and acting. And that production we do know is going to be Finding Nemo, the musical, which is so much fun for summer.
That'll be perfect. So for people that are interested, the information will it be in some of it the winter brochure for the Park District?
Yes, so our Mary Poppins, our spring production, actually starts auditions in January.
Okay.
So the next brochure that's coming out would be our winter guide, and that one is going to have all the information about how to sign up for an audition, and all of the information about rehearsal times and dates, the tech week, and what's involved in actually participating in the production.
Great. And I heard that the Park District brochure for winter will be out the third and fourth week of November.
Yes.
So they can look for that.
It will be out on the doorsteps about that time. They can get all the information. They can come and register. All audition spots are free, so it's free to audition. So even if you're a little unsure, you can come and do an audition and see how you feel about it. And then you still have a little time to decide if it's something that you really want to participate in or not.
That's great. And you also have Park District information on the website.
Of course, absolutely.
Which is?
Which would be on our our cultural arts page. So if you go to our elkgroveparkdistrict.com and navigate over to the arts and the Arts Center page, and then click on theater, there's a nice little button there for you to click on, and it'll bring up all the information, and as well as my contact information if you have any questions.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, thanks for sharing all of that with us today. I hope you'll come back and tell us how all your productions went and what the next ones will be.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Deanna.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Thank you for watching In the Grove today, and I'd like to thank my guests, Mayor Craig Johnson and Deanna Rafidia from the Elk Grove Park District. Everything that you heard today you can find on elkgrove.org or elkgroveparks.org, or find in the Elk Grove Park District brochure. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next month.